Okay, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Okay, now, you can always contact the show, 706-889-9700. Chief at FetcherNews.com. Follow us on social media. Now, let's see what I have here. Number 14. Now, Nevada seems to be Nevada. You say Nevada, I say Nevada. Nevada seems to be Trump in Nevada Saturday. Obama there today. So Obama's going in and he's campaigning for Dems, Nelson and Gilliam. Biden is going into Florida, but Obama's going into Nevada. Biden was just there Saturday, okay? So they're going to try to pull the union vote. And that is big. That's what they're going for, the union vote. And I'll tell you why that is that the SEIU, or I don't know which union it is there in Vegas and Reno, but the casino unions there, they're trying to pull the union worker vote in Nevada. And Dirty Harry Reid, if you remember, that's where Dingy Dirty Harry was from, Nevada, and that was where he pulled his vote in, okay, to win. There was yes, if you remember, Harry Reid's very last Democrat campaign there in Nevada was very close. Very close. Harry Reid was close to losing Nevada, and they pulled in, they did some dirty tricks, and they pulled in that union vote, all right, out of Las Vegas and Reno. Now, Heller is up right now in Nevada, okay? And they see a possibility to do a replay of Harry Reid. So Biden goes, and he can barely fill a union hall. Obama's going today, and we'll see what happens there. But let's go to number 15. All right. Former Vice President Joe Biden in Florida campaigning for Dems, Nelson and Gilliam there. So there's Joe, okay? Now, the President of the United States, and this guy can't get a crowd together, but he's going to Florida. Now, I wonder if Obama will follow him. Let's see, he was in Nevada. Let's see, he was in Nevada just 2 days ago. Obama's there today. I wonder if Obama will follow him maybe around Wednesday. But Biden goes to Florida today, and at the rally, they asked, President Trump asked the crowd to help pick Joe's new nickname. Sleepy Joe Biden or 1% Joe? You remember the two times that Joe, or a couple times that Joe ran for president, okay, he only got like 1%. And then as President Donald Trump describes, Joe was pulled out of the trash heap by Barack Obama. So he says to the crowd, do you want to name him? All right. Do you want to name him 1% Joe or Sleepy Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe Biden? Or let's go with number 4. The crowd started yelling. Number 4, Creepy Joe Biden. I'm serious. The crowd started yelling, Creepy Joe Biden. And this is Senator Coons' daughter swearing in. If you'd ever watched a video of this poor little young lady was trying to get away from Creepy Joe Biden, all right? and Creepy Joe. So which is it for you? 1% Joe, Sleepy Joe, or Creepy Joe? I'm going with Creepy Joe Biden. I think the crowd got that one right. Let's take a brief minute and check the Twitter deck for the President of the United States and see if there's anything new. And this is up. This is new as of right now. We'll go with the first one this morning, 22 minutes ago. 22 minutes ago, the President Donald J. Trump tweeted out, Congressman Tom Reed of New York's 23rd District has done a great job. He has my complete and total endorsement. So he has started his tweet endorsements, which we will read his Brian Kemp tweet endorsement later in the show. 11 minutes ago, and this is why the media hates this guy. One of the top 10 reasons they hate this guy is that I can bring you this news as fast as they can out here in Ellijay, Georgia, and I don't need MSNBC, CNN to do it. Sadly, it looks like Mexico's police and military are unable to stop the caravan headed to the southern border of the United States. Criminals and unknown Middle Easterners are mixed in, okay? I have already alerted Border Patrol and military that this is a national emergency, must change the laws. So we are talking now, okay? Here's 28 seconds ago, so not even 30 seconds ago, the President of the United States, this is fresh off the Twitter deck. Every time you see a caravan or people illegally coming or attempting to come into our country illegal, think of and blame the Democrats for not giving us the votes to change our pathetic immigration laws. Remember the midterms, so unfair to those who come legally. So the caravan is on its way, okay? On its way. While CNN is trying to figure out just how many parts they cut Shikogi into, I'm sorry, they're trying to figure that out. Caravan is on its way. And where we got, let's see, let's look at number 24, a caravan picture? Sure is. Massive migrant exodus grows to 7,000. It's predicted it could be up to 15,000 by the time they get to the border. Now, not going all the way down a deep immigration discussion here, illegal. Folks, in the 80s and predominantly the 90s, they were men coming to this country for work that later brought their family. I could give you a long list of Mexican, El Salvadoran, very few Honduran, very few from Honduras, but El Salvador, okay, was a big one. Honduras was a big one, not as many at that time. Venezuela, not Venezuela. I'm trying to think of another one there. Mexico. But they were men coming to this country for work. And they would come to this country and they would rent apartments, okay? They would go and rent apartments and put, they'd go in these inner cities, okay? Let's just go for it, like Plainfield, New Jersey, for example. And they would go find these old row homes where people had already moved out. And these big inner city downtown apartments where they could get 12 or 14 in an apartment. That's no joke. And they would rent, okay, about 3 of them, and they'd be 20 or 30 of them at a time, if not more, in these apartments. Men. And they would go to Walmart, and I'm going to use Walmart at midnight at that time. They would go to Walmart at midnight, and they would pick 2 or 3 that were trustworthy, that knew what to do. Okay? There's no fear. They'd pick 2 or 3, and they'd give them hundreds of dollars cash. And they would send them at midnight to the grocery store that was open 24 hours. And they would buy buggies of groceries to take back to these 30. Okay? Buggies full. Hundreds of dollars. And pay hundreds of dollars cash. And you didn't know it because you didn't see it. You didn't go to Walmart. I'll use Walmart. I better quit. You didn't go to the store, okay, at 10 o'clock in the day and see them. They were working. You did not realize you had the immigration problem that you had in the 80s and 90s. You didn't realize it, okay? Then they would be at work. You didn't see them in the afternoon. When you were getting off work at 5 o'clock and you ran by, you didn't see them. You didn't, your kids in the 80s did not see them in school. They were not here yet. You didn't see them in school. But we were set up for a major immigration problem in this country, okay? And in 1986, Ronald Reagan was at 86, the immigration plan, the amnesty plan, that did not close the border. It was supposed to. That's why we have to. And that's why this story has to be told. People wonder why we are so hell-bent on the border has to close. There you go. Ronald Reagan, 1986. So you didn't see them in your grocery store. You didn't realize it. You didn't see them in your school. You didn't realize English as a second language. You didn't realize that. You didn't see them down at the driver's license. You were not fighting over the driver's license issue in your state because only one had a driver's license. Okay? All right? Period. Now, the first wave was the families. Okay? First wave was the families. The moms, the aunts, the uncle, chain migration. So after those men in the 80s got here for work that you didn't know were here, they brought grandma, they were able to get grandma, grandpa, wife, kids, okay? And that's when you started slowly seeing them at your store in the daytime, slowly seeing them in your schools. I'm not lying. That's when you started to see them slowly come in. Period. Now, that's over. These people are not coming to work. These people are not coming to experience the American dream. Okay? I, for one, will get in trouble for this, but there's some men that broke the law and came to this country illegally in 1984 and 85 in that area that were just doing anything they could do to feed their family. And I'll look you in the camera. I work with I am friends with some very hard Guatemalan, El Salvadoran, Mexican. Got a lot of friends, very hard workers, 1984, 1985, 86. And as soon as they could get legal, they're legal. And let me tell you something. If you meet, we'll use a Mexican. If you meet a Mexican that is in their 50s, okay? You meet a Mexican in their 50s that has been here since 1984, they're not happy with what they see coming across now. And they will tell you these people are not coming to work. They're not coming to make things better. And they're bringing children. Thousands upon thousands of children. I'm going to take a break, which 9 o'clock, top of the hour. We'll be right back. And we're going to stay on the caravan just a minute before we move on to something else. Did Cory Booker do something? I mean, this is one of those ones where I don't know if this is a true story, but Doesn't mean I can't like put it out. I mean, just tease, like maybe this happened, and you check it out. I'm your host, BKP. We'll be right back after these messages.